Hey, I'm Kitt Adams.
And I'm old mate Nate.
And you're listening to The Late Show on IPL Radio. Right. Welcome to the show, Mr. Fisher.
I made it.
About time you finally show up.
I
Old
know.
mate Nate's a little bit late.
I had a date.
Did you?
No, actually,
A date
I
with the
didn't.
Heavy Shift podcast.
Yes, I did. That was a
There you
perfect.
go. I know, a little
introduction to it.
cross-promotion segue there for you.
Yeah, so that'll be
That's what on
launching
the board
soon.
for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'll be launching soon. We're in the process. We had a guest in. We did some recording, and we're going to see where that goes and keep you guys updated. So there you go.
Yeah, that's the best place to get all things Heavy Shift. So make sure you tune in and check that out. We'll keep you updated. I'm looking forward to listening to a little bit of that with old mate Breno and old
Great
mate Nate.
opportunity to rebrand as well, eh?
Yeah, sure, why not? So, but there was some other things, Nathaniel, that you wanted to talk to me about. You said today earlier when we
Yeah.
chat.
We chat before the show sometimes.
Sometimes.
When he can put up with me.
It's hard work. Sometimes you are high maintenance, Nate.
I know, just very
I
high,
joke. You're
high
basically
profile.
Self-maintained.
Almost.
Almost.
Little bit.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, what was it you were talking to me
So
about?
a couple of things actually.
What was the Logan Paul thing you mentioned?
Impulsive. So it's recently he's been under fire for a bunch of controversies such
Always
as
on fire. Starting crap energy drinks
Well-
like Prime.
yeah, well that's kind of one of them. He's actually butthurt at the moment because his brother had a fight with Nate Diaz.
Were these Paul brothers, Logan Paul, and what's his brother's name?
Jake.
Were they like boxers before they were
No,
YouTubers?
they were YouTubers, and Jake was a Disney Channel star.
Oh, right. Did Jake become a Disney Channel star because he was a YouTuber?
Because he was a Viner. That's how they both got famous.
Wow, is Vine even a thing anymore?
No, Twitter has it. Elon might remake it a thing, but Twitter had it and then shut it down, like 2016 or something.
Well, I might have to get more information off you about that at some point, but we do run off on tangents. So
We do.
back to the Logan Paul thing.
So he
Fight, Nate Diaz.
so Jake had that fight,
Yeah.
and Logan wanted to bring in Prime Energy,
Right, yeah.
and that the event was sponsored by a competitor, so he was not allowed to, and he was completely upset, saying, "Why couldn't I bring in my drink?" And then Jake's sort of like, "Dude, just get over it. You're there to support me. Like, who do you love? Who's supporting more? Your family or your
Promoting
business?"
your drink that's basically just the youngest you can possibly get somebody addicted to a substance, eh? It's like Prime Energy. It's like the youngest legal substance that you can get kids and stuff addicted to, eh? Get them on the energy drinks first,
Couple of
then
things.
the caffeine,
Yeah.
then the alcohol.
Couple of things moving forward with Logan Paul. He had that situation going on with his brother. There was I think it's the most recent video so far for Impulsive. He did the whole interview with a bruised eye.
Who did? Logan Paul?
I know he's a boxer. Remember that TikTok I sent you about the bruised eye club?
No.
It's a conspiracy.
When did you send me that?
You need to go through your
I
Instagram
should
messages.
check my messages there.
But there's this whole thing, and then he shows up with this bruised eye, and the Instagram video is like, oh, unless you're a famous boxer or something, then there's no reason for you to walk around like Justin Bieber and all that with bruised eyes. And then Logan Paul, yes, he's in WWE, and yes, he does some boxing.
And did he explain where he got the bruised eye from?
No, I don't know. It must have been officially from WWE or something, But conspiracy theorists will wonder, and they'll come up with their own
Jake
ideas.
Paul's a boxer and Logan Paul's gone into
WWE,
right scripted fighting.
basically, yeah.
Right, interesting.
And outside of that, going back just a little bit, not as far as the pig thing that he did. Remember that?
Yeah,
Not that far back, but just going back a couple of months. He had a Christian friend, Georgie Janko, and they used to just pick him apart because of his Christian faith and things like that. He even launched his own podcast and then would get ripped into about that while he's still a part of their podcast. Never trying to tear down the main podcast, just like, I'm doing this on my own, And it became a very toxic environment where he ultimately just stepped away. And even in this interview with his brother, you could see his brother shaking his head and going, no, this ain't right. You could just
Jake
see
Paul was disappointed at the things Logan was saying.
he was
about
definitely
this guy's
disappointed
faith.
about. He was definitely disappointed. No, about the fight. You could just tell by the atmosphere that Logan is running a pretty toxic.
Oh, at the moment,
Podcasting,
you mean recently?
Yeah, the way he runs things. He still hasn't paid, as far as I'm aware, a cent to any of the Crypto Zoo victims. I call them victims because they donated for this game that never eventuated to anything.
How many scams can this guy run and get away with it?
Who knows at this point? I'm surprised he still has these sponsorships and that, but it'll catch up with him.
Surely it's got to catch up with him.